gears and delve into the landscape of South Africa's automotive industry.
Chinese cars have made significant inroads into the South African car market, and they're poised to take over in a big way.
With luxury car sales plummeting and affordable Asian brands are gaining traction,
Chinese cars are starting to take over the market.
And
Entry
then,
level.
And then when you get like these Chinese cars, you'll get the equivalent of
For
an
600.
X5, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, of an X5. If you're buying it for 800k, you've got all the bells and whistles. The doors look like a Range Rover. They disappear in the car.
That's a bad sign for Audi, BMW, and Mercedes-Benz. Sales of Audi, BMW, Mercedes-Benz plummeted by 16.5%.
Haval sales in South Africa have surged from 872 vehicles sold in 2019 to nearly 20,000 in 2024.
Luxury used to mean one thing: a name, a badge, even an expensive seat at the table. But that table isn't as exclusive as they want you to believe. It's not about owning luxury anymore. It's about questioning it. This is a Haval H7, a mid-sized SUV from a brand you've been told to overlook. But what if everything you thought you knew was wrong? 90% of the performance, 60% of the cost. Turbocharged power, digital cockpit, 7 seats. Doesn't just sound good on paper. Luxury is no longer about the badge on your grill, but the value you actually drive away with. So let it get advert then. A challenge. It's a challenge to question everything you've been told.
Hello guys, welcome back to yet another YouTube review. This time around I've got the Haval H7, or the big dog as it's known in China, and I won't lie to you, I'm really impressed with this car. I've spent the last 7 days with this car, and I think GWM and Haval, GWM Haval have great product offerings, and I think they're really well suited for our country. And that goes back because they've been in the country for so many years, so they know exactly how the South African market works. This big dog, this H7 is a true testament to that. It's powered by a 2-liter turbocharged petrol engine with 170 kilowatts as well as 380 newton meters of torque. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not perfect, but it's almost perfect. Should they fix that, the lag that I do get sometimes when I do take off, I think they'll have a proper product. So, in this review, I'm going to cover the looks on the exterior, which are very subjective, and certain people think it's not the part, other people think completely love it. I'm going to cover the interior, which I think is absolutely gorgeous, and they've done almost everything. They still retain some buttons in that car. There are some functions that can be switched off for a long time. And then the drive, and like I mentioned earlier on, it is quite laggy at times. But yeah, let's get straight into this review. Before I go on, please don't forget to use the link in my bio, the link in my description box to get a code from Naked Insurance. And should you get that code, I'll be taking one lucky person on a drive inside the Porsche Cayenne GTS, and we'll just go and have fun, drink coffee, and obviously go for a massive drive. So don't go anywhere. Like, comment, share this video. Guys, this is the Haval H7 review. Let's get straight into it. In terms of the design, the H7 takes inspiration. I'm gonna come right out and say it. Essentially the Jeep Renegade. I see a lot of that. A lot of people do think it's a Jeep. You've got these slats on here on the grille, a massive Haval logo with a camera. You've got these fake vents that remind me of the Ford Mustang actually. And a lot of people also see that. You've got air dams down under on here. And then when you come to the side, you've got this massive, beautiful, round, this circular LED headlights with a daytime running light in there. You've got these fog lamps on here, which are also LEDs. And the one thing that I really actually love about the Chinese is that they don't skimp out on things. And LED headlights standard, and I know right now a lot of people will be like, but it's just LED headlights. But there are so many brands that should be shocked still offer halogen headlights. So this is a nice touch. And then you've got cladding all around. I'm not a fan of this part. Personally, I'm not a fan of it, but I do get it. You're going to be going off-roading. It will protect the paintwork. But these exposed bolts, I'm not sure. Like I said earlier on in the review, people, it's either you like it or you don't like it. And that goes around all over with the car, in car's design in fact. These 19-inch alloys look really good, and these tires on here are actually perfect. I was at the farm with this car earlier on, and it was extremely muddy. But the way that it just handled that terrain, is absolutely insane. I'll show you guys the engine and there's proof of my mud in there. But that was really quite cool. You come to the side, you've got this big wing mirror with an indicator lamp as well as a 360-degree camera. You've got keyless entry into the vehicle. These roof racks are very functional, so thank the Lord. You come to the side and it's just too boxy. There's some angular design that's on there. I mean, you look at these panels on here and how they've designed it, trying to keep it fresh and funky. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this, guys. I don't know, man. Somebody let me know in the comments. Do you prefer these cladding with the exposed bolts, or picture it, no cladding, body panels? I think it would have actually just worked. And if you're an off-roader these days, you always need to have clamping. And then I'm going to show you the rear, which I think also still takes some inspiration from the model I mentioned earlier on, which is the Jeep Renegade. And then I'll jump inside and then we'll go for the drive. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the exterior design of this car. I don't know. It's a hit and a miss. It's either you like it or you don't. There's no in between where I'm like, I'm on the fence, I'm not. It's either you like it or you don't like it. So here's the 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine with 170 kilowatts as well as 380 Newton meters of torque. It sends power to all wheels via a 9-speed dual clutch automatic transmission. That is, I'm happy with that dual clutch. It's really, really solid. It shifts perfectly. The only problem that I have with this engine is the fuel consumption. I'll show you guys when I go for a drive. Otherwise, this is it, and you can see the mud that went in here and all over. And I'm so sorry, GWM, but I'm pretty sure you guys can just clean it up. I tried cleaning it up, but yeah, I didn't want to touch anything in there. So sorry, but this is what it's meant for, right? This is what it's meant for. Going off-road, being adventurous, and doing whatever you want to do. When you come to the rear, the circular design has also followed right in the rear. The circular design you get in the front, that is, has also followed the rear. You've got the circular LED tail lights with a horizontal strip that kind of goes that way, with your little reverse light on there. You've got this GWM badge, and please don't be surprised, GWM and Haval are one company, so you will get a GWM badge in the rear, whereas the front says Haval, so don't think it's a fly-by-night. You've got your 4-wheel drive badge on there, your H7 badge is on there, and there are no fake pipes, guys. There are no fake pipes. Like, manufacturers, please, this is fine. This is perfectly fine. You open your electrically operated tailgate and you're met by an insane amount of boot space, to be honest with you guys. Yes, it is raised up, and that's because, it is raised up. That's because that tire is right, the spare tire is right in here. It's a 17-inch as opposed to the ones that are on the car, which are 19s, but I think that is still more than enough and not a biscuit. You even have a fire extinguisher, like a proper kit, should something go wrong. Hopefully nothing goes wrong, touch wood. So yeah, this space is more than decent. You have tie-down points right all over the boot, right on there, right in that corner, another corner in here. And then, I don't know what these are, but I've just been using them as grocery hooks. Because I couldn't see any other grocery hook and I couldn't see what this was meant for. I tried pulling it and I couldn't. So I'm assuming that this is your grocery hook. Your parcel shelf can retract and pull away, right, and neatly tuck into there. Should you want to fold down the seats, you just pull on this lever.
Okay, the seat belts. This is the seat belts. Yeah. Okay, let's quickly remove it for you guys. Just hold on. Well, it's much difficult. And then I thought, well, take that out.
Then you pull down your seat. Then you're met with more space. I'll do the same for the other side so that we can completely try and lay them down. We'll pull it, and this is more space for you to load a lot of your things. I'll put the liters in terms of boot space that you guys can see on the screen, but I think this is more than enough in terms of boot space. So yeah, let's jump right inside, and I think it's a really nice place to be inside. Let's go. So, you welcome me in the driver's seat of the Haval H7, and it's just a really nice place to be in. The seats are electrical adjustable. They are amazing to sit in for the driver and passenger. The driver can go up, down, forward, backwards, and obviously the backrest can go, whereas the passenger can only go forwards and backwards and adjust the backrest. But I mean, we don't care about that. The most important person is the driver in the car. You also get heated seats into the car for both the driver and passenger. You've got this, I like the design of this door handle, to be honest with you guys. Chunky, and for you to obviously just easily pull and grab on. It's got this carbon fiber-esque material on there. Those exposed bolts as well continue the theme in here. You'll see on the door handles, right onto as well, some of on here, right onto there as well. So that's, you know, bringing that entire rugged car right into the car as well. You've got this multifunctional steering wheel, which is leather wrapped, and it reminds me of a Land Rover steering wheel, especially with these buttons. For some reason, I don't know, maybe it's just me. And then it's got pedal shifters as well, a digital driver's display, and you can cycle through various menus right on here. So the one thing that I don't quite like is that you only get, so this is the volume buttons right on here, so you can control the volume up or down and your music as well. If you want to change it to control the digital driver's display, you have to press on this and then okay, and then now you can start controlling that digital driver's display, which can become a little bit of a faff for me, and I'm not too sure if I like that. I think they could have done ways to kind of get that right, but I think there are many ways, and I think people will easily get used to that. Like I mentioned, this digital driver's display is clear and concise, beautiful. You can switch to various of settings or displays how you want to see it fit. Then you've got another display up here, and this just shows you where your gear is in, whether it's in P, which is park right now, and if it's in drive, it'll show you a D. I don't know why, to be honest with you, but yeah, I think it's cool. It's cool. It's not like I would not know where I am in, because it also shows right on the digital driver's display that it's in park as well. But I mean, hey. And then you've got this massive infotainment with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and then most of your functions are also housed in there. And yeah, a lot. Everything is housed in here. But the nice thing here in this car, right, is that you've got all your settings for the in-vehicle for driver heads-up display and wireless charging, and then the smart drive, right? So if I want to essentially the lane keep assist, you'll see it's been off, and you switch it off and it's off. You will switch it back up again on your own, which is something that I actually quite love. And I think Haval and GWM are doing that in all their products, which is something that we absolutely love, guys. We absolutely love this. Okay, then you've got actual buttons for your climate control, which is something, this is nice. Obviously you touch on it and then it will come on, but I think that these are really, really cool to have right on here. You've got dual zone climate control in this car, but the fact that you still have buttons as opposed to having to go into the infotainment does a lot. These vents are quite cool. You've got a wireless charger down on here, and it's vented as well so that your phone doesn't heat up. You've got one type A USB, a 12-volt socket on there. You've got space underneath on here, where you can put whatever you want to put down here. This fancy gear lever that we've seen in the likes of the tank products. You've got your heated seat buttons right on here. Your off-road button is on here for your diff lock. Your camera button as well, your hill descent control button. This is your park brake, and this is your auto hold. This button on this dial rather on here is for you to change your different drive modes, and you can go through normal, you can go through sport, you've got eco, you've got snow, mud, sand, gravel, uneven. Yeah, but the nice thing that I like doing is just slipping it into auto mode, and that will automatically detect what, you know, terrain you're on or how the car should respond according to your throttle inputs. So that is where it's always been. Even when I was at the farm and I chose to just drive this car, it was just in that setting. You've got two cup holders right on here. You've got space in here. Not much space, but it is space for you to put whatever you want to put in there. As you can see, I've put in receipts and keys and cables. These seats, like I mentioned, electrically adjustable for the driver and passenger. They are heated and they are really comfortable, enough room to bolster. You have another place also to put stuff right on here, which is a grab handle, but you can put stuff in here. Like, let me just show you this toilet paper. So you can just put the toilet paper right on there. How cool is that? So space for days in this car, albeit this cubby hole is quite small, but it can do what needs to be done. This strap right on here, this is a cup holder or drink holder, and it's got a nice strap. I like this design cue, and it actually holds according to, so you can put in bigger bottles and it will just stretch according to the size. So that is quite cool, a nice design feature. Yeah, the sound system in this car is absolutely horrible, unfortunately. I would have appreciated the Infinity sound that's in the Tank 500, but I mean, I'm pretty sure they need to reserve that for their bigger models. But yeah, it's just so low. There isn't enough bass. It does what it's meant to do, but I would have appreciated a much better sound system, if I can say that. Let's jump into the rear and then we'll go for that drive. So in the rear seats, you've got nice legroom. This is in my sitting position. We've got a massive amount of knee room. Headroom is galore. I mean, just look at this, guys. Like I've always been saying, it's either I'm really short or these cars just really have decent amount of space. You've got some pockets for you to put space in there, one type A USB in the rear, some space in here to put your coins or whatever, an armrest with cup holders as well. The design theme also continues in the rear. You also get these chunky door handles. There's that other bottle holder with that strap as well. And then you've got more space in the door pockets itself. And peasant blockers. I like these peasant blockers a lot. Yeah, well, sunshade curtains, I guess, in the rear. But I think that the rear has enough space. The seats are comfortable as well, to be honest with you guys. And there's a lot of light coming in because the sunroof goes all the way to the rear. So I think they've done an amazing job. But for now, let's go for that drive. And I think that is where we will determine how the car really does. It's been such a rainy mess over the past few days. And yeah, it's so tough to get any work done. Now, this is the Haval H7, and in this drive, I'm just going to speak to you briefly about just how I think this powertrain is. And I think that Haval and GWM are making some really great cars, and this is a true testament to that. Yes, there is some lag that you do encounter in the vehicle, and I think that is still to be resolved, but I think they're doing really well. I won't lie to you. They've consistently showed that they're able to make great cars, and this is also that. This 2-liter turbo petrol engine is really great. I won't lie to you. It drives like a dream, and I think that they have it right there. You know, fuel consumption is where my most concerns are. Besides the lag, fuel concern is where they need to now start really looking into, you know, what can we do better to make sure that fuel consumption comes down, because they've got great products. They feel absolutely great. Like now in this weather, the heated seats, the a heated steering wheel, something that the Germans and most brands are failing to do. I mean, this costs you 650,000 Rand, guys. And for the price, it's simply out of the park. Now, it's powered by a 9-speed dual clutch that sends power to all wheels in this super luxury variant, whereas other variants are front-wheel drive. But the suspension also, just so good. You take it on any terrain. And I think, you know, when we went to the launch and we were on gravel roads, and I thought, maybe I need to get it on test and then I'll see from there. But I mean, right now, I can't believe that I'm doing 10 liters per 100 kilometers, and at times it's sitting at 11 or 12 liters per 100 kilometers. So it's just really such a mess, and I hope that they can really get this thing right, because it's a great car overall. So I think that they know exactly what they're doing. In terms of my verdict, you should just go out and try and buy this car. This is likely going to eat up a lot of cars in the segment, I don't want to lie to you. And now the fact that there's so many variants within the GWM family, people are spoiled for choice, and I do see them becoming, I mean, you can see with the sales as well, just to see how great the GWM brand is doing. The sales are really up there, and the products are speaking for themselves. You know, it's a great car. Sort out the lag, sort out the fuel consumption, and trust me, GWM, you have a winner on your hands. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching and subscribing to the channel. Please don't forget to like and share this with your friends so that we can keep growing that subscriber base. Thank you so much for 12,000 subscribers, or almost at 13,000. Let's take it to 15,000 subscribers. I'm giving away that driving experience in a Porsche. And please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. For now, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to always keep left and pass right. Up until then, peace out.